you will, please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to attend this football game and for the many talents and blessings you have given us. Lord, please protect each and every student, spectator, and athlete of both of the schools representing tonight. We ask you to lead and guide us to show respect to one another and to perform to the best of our ability. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Hello and welcome from Summit, Mississippi, here on the campus of Southwest Community College, where the North Pike Jaguars host the Terry Bulldogs. Both teams coming off on their week 3. North Pike 0-2 so far. The Terry Bulldogs are 2-0. We appreciate you joining us. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network, and welcome to the Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Buford Plumbing and Heating. I'm Trellis Williams. Here with me is John Eric Moat. He'll be helping us out doing the color here today, and he's actually from this area. North Pike, used to go to school here at North Pike as well. We're about to be introduced to both teams in just a little bit. Looks like the North Pike Jaguars will be wearing their light blue uniforms with the white pants and the white helmets. I like that baby blue. It looks nice. And we got some North Pike fans slowly filling up this side of the stadium. And we got Terry fans sparsely populated on the opposite side. And the Bulldogs starting off 2-0. But John Eric, what you thinking about this game so far?
I think it's going to be a nice game tonight. Mr. Trellis and everything just it looks good. I think we're in for a nice game tonight.
For sure. And the Terry Bulldogs starting off 2-0. We're here in week 3, and this is the Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Buford Plumbing and Heating. When that Mississippi heat kicks in, don't sweat it. Call Buford Plumbing and Heating. They're your local experts, keeping homes cool with fast, reliable air conditioning service you can count on. Whether it's a quick fix or a full install, Buford's got you covered, because comfort starts with cool. Call Buford Plumbing and Heating today. Mississippi's trusted name in air plumbing and peace of mind. Buford Plumbing and Heating brings you the Countdown to Kickoff as we are live here from Summit. Last week we saw the Bulldogs take on the Tigers of Canton, and the Bulldogs won 33-13. First week was against Murrah. They won 47-0. And this Bulldogs team has looked very tough. They're going to be without Rondé Baker once again today, as last week he was out with the hamstring injury. He will be out again this week. But the Bulldogs look very good on the ground, even without him, with Brandon Duplessis starting at running back. Number 0, so keep an eye out on him as well. In just over 5 minutes, we'll be introduced to these players out on the field playing. I want to kind of note that for North Pike, they have a first-year head coach here for the Jaguars. That is Paul Anderson. And but he was the coach for the Terry Bulldogs just a little bit ago. When I say a little bit, I guess that's 14, 15 years ago. He coached in 2010, 2011 for the Terry Bulldogs. I spoke with him yesterday, and he was talking about his time with Terry. He just enjoyed it. He said he loved the kids and everything. Since then, he has spent time coaching at Copiah Academy, and now he's back here in North Pike in the Summit area as head coach of this Jaguar team, who struggled here to start off the season 0-2, but they're trying to get back on the high horse now, right, John Eric?
To begin this football game.
And so now they're going to shake hands. We'll see who has the ball first for this ball game.
I think it's going to be Jaguar football first.
Does it appear that way?
Yes, sir.
There's going to be North Pike football to begin this ball game. It sounds like they will receive and the Bulldogs will kick off. And we'll see the official signal there. But both these teams are going to be introduced to each other in just a second. We will step aside and be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button right now.
Here come the Jaguars.
The Jaguars take the field in front of their home fans. They've been able to have Southwest as their home field this season, which is pretty impressive. A nice facility here as we're in a nice press box on the home side of the field here. Home of the Bears, the Southwest Community College Bears. Bulldogs about to be introduced to the crowd. They will be wearing their white uniforms with the maroon pants and the white helmets. They'll be led on by the cheerleaders here in just a few moments. Bulldogs off to a nice start to the season. 2-0, dominating performances. The defense was a big question heading into the season, but so far, so good from the Bulldog defense. They've only let one touchdown go as a defense. The other one was a kickoff return in the last ball game. Colby George headlined the Bulldogs offense last week at wide receiver, number 2, and you will see him again here tonight. He did a great job last week. And now we see the Bulldogs being introduced to the crowd here. The band's not here for the Bulldogs. I don't know if they're going to show up or if they're not going to be able to show up here today. A little different without that Bulldog crowd playing the music as they head out on the field, but we'll see. We think that North Pike will get this football first, but we shall see. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network as these two teams take each other on. The Terry Bulldogs are head coached by Coach Chris Thigpen in his 6th season at the helm of the Terry program. And the Jaguars are indeed back to receive.
24, that's Kazavion Bonds, and number 2, Trayshawn White.
And so Trayshawn White, as well as Kazavion Bonds, back to receive for the Jaguars. Kicking this football for the Terry Bulldogs is going to be Derek Howard Jr., I do believe number 26 on your screen. We're looking forward to seeing this game getting started here. Week 3 of high school football, Friday night, right here. Derek Howard Jr. going to kick this football away for the Terry Bulldogs. And we are underway. A squib kick to begin. It's going to be fielded by White. White right through the middle. He's able to bust through a little bit. across the 35, and he'll be down at the 38-yard line, and that's where the Jaguars will start their offensive possession.
Duplessis in on the stop.
I got to say, that was a very nice return from North Pike. They had a nice little bit of room there. We'll see what their offense can do.
He's able to push through to the 38-yard line. That's where the Jaguars will begin. They are in the light blue uniforms with the white pants and white helmets. Starting quarterback for the Jaguars is Santonio Washington, the senior. They'll have a receiver out right here to begin as they try to get this ball set up. They're going to set it up at the 38-yard line. As we begin this ball game here live from Summit, Mississippi, we appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the channel. Man in motion. Handoff, quick handoff, past the 40, down to the 42-yard line. Nice gain of 4 there on the handoff to Kadarius Thornton.
There is Ashford in on the tackle, up to the 42-yard line.
Nice gain of 4 there, second down and 6. Bulldogs defense trying to deal with the run here. They have not faced an extraordinary runner as of yet. We'll see what North Pike has in store here as they have Thornton back acting as the tailback here. Under center is Washington. On the handoff that time, outside to Jackson. Jackson attacks the edge, gets the first down, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line into Terry territory. So nice run there for the Jaguars.
That was a very nice motion play there, and I think we'll see a lot of that from North Pike's offense. They haven't ran the ball very much this season, but I think they're going to try to pound the rock tonight.
They start off running the football nicely at the 45-yard line in Bulldog territory, is where North Pike will have it here after that first down as they begin to move the football. Ball's at the 45-yard line in Bulldog territory. And now under center once again is going to be Washington here. There's the toss. Ball's loose on the ground. It's going to be picked up by the Bulldogs. And immediately the Terry Bulldogs are going to take this football away. Amari Whalen comes up with it. It's Bulldogs football. And a tough mistake there by the Jaguars.
Very tough mistake there. And that's the pass rush that Terry's going to be putting on this very weird offense that North Pike's running tonight.
And that's a clean takeaway brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial, keeping things spotless on and off the field. From offices to schools and everything in between, Wheeler's Janitorial gets the job done right every time. Ball's now at midfield, and the Bulldogs will have this football. The Jaguars made a couple of nice runs, but then the Bulldogs able to recover their fumble. Just a bad handoff there.
Very bad handoff, like you said, and I think that Terry might be able to capitalize off this.
Busby in the shotgun. Handoff. Duplessis gets his first carry of the ball game, and he will dive down to the 46-yard line. A gain of 4, bringing up second down and 6. And now tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by the Tire Depot in Byram, Mississippi. Keys to the game today for the Bulldogs is obviously do not get hurt. They're definitely trying to get out of this without injury and definitely use your talent out on the edge.
I think North Pike jumped there.
And we're going to have offsides here against the Jaguars, and that will help this Bulldogs team out, make it second down and 1. And those are your keys to the game brought to you by Tire Depot, where traction meets trust. From fresh tires to fast service, Tire Depot keeps you rolling strong all season long. Stop by Tire Depot, your hometown pit stop for performance.
Shy of the 40, so it'll be second down in inches for the Bulldogs.
Second and 1 from the 41. Handoff Duplessis right through the middle, first down, and he'll be stopped. His forward progress will be stopped at the 38-yard line. Nice gain of 3. And that will be a Bulldog first down brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop in Byram. Collision repair you can count on. When your car takes a hit, Barnett's gets you back in the game fast. Quality repairs, hometown service, that's Barnett's Body Shop, proud supporter of Terry Bulldogs football. So the ball's going to be at the 39 spotted there for the Bulldogs. Busby in the shotgun.
I think North Pike jumped again there.
Again, we're going to get offsides here against North Pike. That's going to move these Bulldogs 5 yards forward once again.
Offsides once again on the Jaguars.
And Busby took a little bit of a hit on that.
If North Pike continues to be jumpy on defense, I think that could really be a factor for Terry. If they can just keep attacking the jumpy defense, I think Terry's going to have a lot of success tonight.
Ball at the 34-yard line, 1st down and 5. Busby in the shotgun. Right to his immediate left is Brandon Duplessis. Twins to the left. Now a handoff Duplessis around the edge. He trips a little bit, but he's going to dive down to the 30.
Duplessis on the carry.
Very good recovery there.
Yeah, very nice. He was able to gain 4 on the play.
That's what you like to see. Keep moving the ball.
2nd down, 1 yard to go now for the Bulldogs. They're moving this football. Bulldogs have scored on their first possession both of their first 2 weeks of football. They're trying to do it here again, as they are 1 yard shy of the 1st down marker. Clock runs at 8:45 to go here in the first period. Busby in the shotgun, twins to the left, one to the right. Duplessis acting as the tailback. Handoff again, Duplessis right across the middle, past the 25, and he'll dive inside to the 22-yard line. That'll be another Bulldog 1st down, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop.
That was a very nice run, and the offensive line for Terry is looking really, really good tonight. He's had a couple of holes on this drive, and he's looking really good.
Spotted at the Jaguar 22. That's a 1st down for Terry.
So ball at the 22-yard line. 1st down again for the Bulldogs. And they're taking their time as this clock continues to run. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first period. Twins to the left and right. And again, the 3rd offsides penalty against the Jaguars. And if you're Coach Anderson, you can't be happy with that.
Cannot be happy. I mean, you're right. North Pike has been very, very jumpy tonight, and it showed here on this Terry drive.
Offside.
1st down and 5 now. And the Bulldogs are now in the Raising Cane's red zone. Appreciate Raising Cane's for partnering with us.
1st and 5 from the North Pike 18-yard.
And I love me some Raising Cane's.
Oh, yeah. Man in motion's more. Busby back to throw. He'll toss it towards the end zone to Gibson. And it's incomplete.
That pass from
Ball a little bit overthrown by Busby there, but he can clean that up.
2nd down and 5. Now for the Bulldogs. Just slightly overthrown as he was trying to get Gibson involved. We were talking to Colby George, who had 3 touchdowns last week. We talked to him on the South 78 football show this week, and he was talking about how Gibson got a lot of attention from Canton, which allowed him to be as open as he was for his touchdowns. And that's good work to have multiple receivers with a lot of talent. Busby, handoff Duplessis around the edge, pushing through, taking contact. He keeps it moving past the 1st down marker, and he'll get inside the 10, it appears. I think they're going to spot him at the 10.
He has broken a lot of tackles this drive and just making a difference for Terry here early.
Duplessis only a sophomore for the Bulldogs. He's stepping in for the injured Rondé Baker, the 3-star heading to Georgia State. And he's done a great job, Duplessis has, and he plays both sides of the ball, also at linebacker. Busby in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, pass short to Gibson, and he's got the blocking, and he marches in for 6. Touchdown, Terry!
That was a great RPO, great time to run that from Terry. I mean, just they had North Pike fooled.
Nice play there from Busby out to the flat to Gibson, and he's able to march into the end zone unscathed. And the Bulldogs lead 6-0 over the Jaguars. So now we're going to see Derek Howard Jr., the senior, for the extra point. The hold is there, and the kick is up, and it is good.
What a drive from Terry. If they keep doing that, they're gonna dominate this game.
7-0 lead for the Bulldogs. And first, they force a fumble from North Pike off of their mistake. Bulldogs drive all the way down the field and put it in for a touchdown. 7:10 to go here in the first quarter. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We'll step aside. We are back here from John I. Hurst Stadium in Summit, Mississippi. There's the kickoff. Oh my goodness, and North Pike's gonna let it be loose, but the Jaguars are able to pick it up. And those are just some errors that the Jaguars are making on a kickoff. The Bulldogs can pick it up, and they were very close to being able to do it there.
That was almost a mistake from North Pike, and Terry they almost capitalized on that.
But the Jaguars are going to be able to have it, and they have it at the 29-yard line. That's where Santonio Washington for the Jaguars will start their possession. And really, if we're just being straight up about it, John Eric, I mean, that first possession for North Pike, they looked fine until they just fumbled that ball.
Yeah, they looked very good, you know, running the ball. They ran it very strong, but, you know, that fumbles hurt teams, and, you know, we saw it there.
There's the handoff, and that won't get anywhere for running back Thornton.
You're right, that didn't go anywhere.
We'll see where the spot's going to be. I think it's going to be a loss of 2, second down and 12. Clock continues to run under 7 minutes to go here in the first period. We appreciate you joining us. Please hit that like button and also share to anyone who's interested in Terry Bulldogs football. Washington under center. On the handoff again. Nice little trickery around the edge there. He breaks a tackle. He's going to get past the 35 and up to the 40-yard line, but we do see yellow in the backfield, and we'll see what this call will be.
Seeing a little bit more of what we saw on the first drive from North Pike. I mean, you know, the little motion, run the first play, and then they did that little motion again, but that's going to be a penalty against the Jags, so they're going to move it back.
They're going to call them for holding. It looked like they were going to get a first down there, but instead they're going to go backwards. Or I think they're just going to probably – we'll see where they spot them. And folks, we want you to check out the Magnolia Shine podcast, myself along with Blake Levine. We are on there twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. We also have an instant reaction to high school football every Friday night. And so check it out. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button to that YouTube channel. Washington back to throw. Oh, he's going to be sacked and taken down. Who was that? That was number 22, Zion Varnell, with the sack there, and that sack's brought to you by the Hydro Station.
Varnell came in there. He was unblocked, and Washington tried to navigate around the pocket, but he was too fast and ended up getting him there.
3rd down and 27 for the Jaguars. So they're looking at a huge 3rd and long here.
Here you need a miracle if you're the Jaguars.
12.
We have an official's timeout.
As they're going to call the halfway through the first quarter for a water break that they do early in the season. And folks, we're going to take a break as well. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. We appreciate you joining us.
Macomb Coca-Cola and Professional Rehab Associates. Your Jaguar Gold sponsors include Chad Reed Agency LLC, Shelter Insurance, etc. H&R Block of Macomb. 2025 game day sponsors: North Pike Football, North Pike Athletics.
.546 remaining here in the first period. We got a 7-0 ball game lead for the Terry Bulldogs. 3rd down and 27 yards for the Jaguars. Handoff. Oh, it's lost again for the Jaguars, but this time they're able to recover their own fumble. Treshaun White's able to recover.
With this new formation the Jaguars are running, it's been a lot of confusion, and I've seen it a lot on the field early, and they're gonna have to work that out if they want to move the ball down the field. That's their second fumble of the game. They need to clean that up.
Kendrick back deep for Terry.
Ball at the 10-yard line, 4th and 29. They're going to punt this football away. The punter is number 80, Brennan Stinson, the junior.
The punt for the Jags.
Back to receive is Keeson Kendrick. And there's the punt. It's a decent punt. It rolls in the North Pike direction, and Kendrick wisely decides not to field it. And that ball's going to be stopped at the 39-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will start it. Kendrick did not want to muff that punt as it was coming pretty with a tough balance, especially on this turf. They're able to have it at the 39-yard line. We're going to see the Bulldogs second possession in just a few moments. 4:41 to play here in the first quarter. And the Bulldogs really just ran the football until the very end, and they threw it, made a short screen pass there to Gibson, and he's able to have all the blocking for the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a very good RPO there. I mean, they ran the ball all drive, and then that RPO just North Pike was expecting to run definitely there, and just great play call.
Ball at the 25-yard line here for the Jaguars. 4:41 remaining here in the opening period. Washington. Oh, and that ball's going to be lost again.
Fumble on the play.
Apparently there was a flag against the Bulldogs that allowed it to be first down for the Jags.
Preston Britt on the recovery.
Again, back to the confusion. That's another fumble for the Jaguars. I know it's not gonna do anything, not gonna hurt them because there was a penalty, but still they need to clean that up.
Washington under center. Handoff. Oh, and he's tripped up and taken down. Again, Varnell with the tackle for loss, as that was Caden Jackson, the sophomore, coming around. So that's going to be a loss. They'll be looking at a 3rd and 13.
Again with the motion, North Pike, they want to go to that motion play, and we've seen it a lot here early. I mean, just it's looking good. It's looking very good.
Line of scrimmage is the 22. Jags have to get to the 35. That's going to be 3rd and 13 for North Pike.
Washington under center. Oh, and he's going to get taken down there. So that would bring up 4th down. Jaguars struggling here. And this is one of those things that a lot of times in high school you just see shotgun offenses. And I know it's because of that kind of thing. They're losing the handle of the ball a decent amount here. But if you're able to get under center, you can get that good momentum for your running back when he runs the football.
And that was running back Brandon Duplessis that made that play there, and he came up the middle, and he's very, very fast and just got to the North Pike offense there.
Stinson back to punt for the Jags.
Stinson going to punt it. He's able to snag that snap, and he punts it away, and it will bounce and rest at the 49 in Bulldog territory. Terry will get the football this time, and they'll start their second drive. We'll step aside. There's a run from Braylon Bonds, and he will get down to the 47. That's a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. The second drive here for the Terry Bulldogs.
That's just what they've been doing all night. They're running the ball, and they've ran it really good on this North Pike defense. And if Terry can continue doing that, Terry's going to have a lot of success tonight.
Busby in the shotgun with Bonds to his immediate right. And we're going to see a false start call, as we can see from the near side official.
That'll go against the Bulldogs. False start. Moving back 5. Back to the 48-yard line. Terry's 48.
Bulldogs going to lose yards on that one on the false start. 2nd down and 11 now for Terry. Busby, handoff, Bonds, ripping right through the middle. And the pile's being pushed by that Bulldogs offensive front. And they'll get down to the 44-yard line in North Pike territory, just 3 yards short of the first down, 3rd and 3.
That offensive front, like you said, is doing a great job blocking for Braylon Bonds, and but he does a really good job with his powerful run, and he is a great back to have in the backfield.
Twins to the left and one to the right. Snap back, Busby had to jump to catch it. Short pass high for his intended receiver in Gibson. We're going to see yellow on the field in the backfield here.
That was a pretty late flag there.
It may be a roughing the passer, but we're going to see what the call is going to be. We'll be holding against Terry.
Against the Bulldogs. Jags will decline the penalty number of a 4th down situation.
The Jaguars declined the penalty. It was a 3rd and 3, and now it's 4th down and 3. Fourth down for the Bulldogs, and so it'd be Killingsworth back to punt this football for the Bulldogs. So first possession for Terry ends in a touchdown. The second possession will be a 3 and out. And Killingsworth able to get it off, and that's a beauty. Downfield, oh, he muffed the punt, and the ball's loose on the ground, but the Bulldogs are unable to get it while it's in bounds. And so North Pike will have the football, but it will not be good field position.
No, like you said, not that great a field position, but we'll see what this North Pike offense can do.
It appears that the ball will be at the 15-yard line for the Jaguars. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And we know that we might have a couple of connection issues. We're having a little bit of tough time with connection, but we hope that everything's good. We hear that the audio is fine, so definitely keep track of that. We hope the video is good as well. Washington under center. He's trying to catch the Bulldogs off sides. 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 7-0 ball game. Jackson around the edge, and he's going to be taken down by this Terry defense.
Jackson, your ball carrier.
The Jaguars are increasingly beginning to struggle moving the football, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and I think this Terry defense has kind of figured out what North Pike is trying to run here, and because here lately they've made a couple of stops here, and so we'll see if the Jags can switch it up here coming up on this drive.
Washington under center. 2nd and 13. Clock will run.
2nd and 13 for the Jags.
The Jaguars may just take this one out of the first quarter.
As we come to the
and they let the clock
with your score,
run on out. And that will end out the first quarter here in Summit, Mississippi. The score, Terry Bulldogs 7, the North Pike Jaguars nothing. 2nd and 13 when we come back. And John Eric, what's your thoughts here? Because listen, Terry seems as if they're dominating this ball game, but they're only up 7-0 at the moment.
Well, I think the keys here for Terry is Terry's going to have to run the ball consistently, and as they've been doing. And North Pike just needs to mix a little throws in there because Terry seems to be stopping this run, and this offense that they're in doesn't seem like it's working for this North Pike team. So we'll see in the second half.
Second quarter will begin in just a few moments. Terry Bulldogs lead 7-0. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We appreciate you joining us on the channel. On Wednesday night, we'll be live again from the Good Eatin' in Byron, Mississippi. And if you would like to, you can stop by or you can watch on the stream here on the TSJW Network. And then we'll be back again next week. And again, the Bulldogs will be on the road for their 3rd straight week. And they will be taking on the Callaway Chargers. The Chargers are 2-0. They take on Grenada tonight, so that's going to be a real tough one for them. But they've had a good start to the season.
13 to go.
So Terry and Callaway will be next week. There's the handoff, quick handoff, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 13.
That formation looked a little different from North Pike, but Terry was all over it.
Sean Jefferson.
I was talking to Coach Anderson yesterday of the Jaguars, and he was just talking about how big this Terry Bulldogs team is. And now he's wanting his guys to be able to fight through the size difference, as you can see it. You see a couple of big fellas on the Jaguars line, but that defensive line from Terry is quite big. Washington on the handoff. Ball is lost again. He's able to dive on it and get it, though.
Fumble on the play.
They're able to gain 3 yards off of it, but it'll be 4th down and 10.
I got to say this, North Pike has gotten real lucky here early, recovering a lot of fumbles.
They've lost 1 fumble, and they've been able to recover their own on 4. It's had a tough time holding on to that football. Clock continues to run here.
Stinson in to punt for the Jags.
And that's a short punt. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and that is terrific field position for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs able to pressure the punter there, and he had to punt it real quick, and it just didn't go as well. That ball's going to be at the 35-yard line for this Terry team. And the Bulldogs, they have to be able to take advantage of this short field here.
They definitely do. They need to take advantage of this short field, like you said. I think they will.
Terry will take over possession 1st and 10 at the Jaguar 35.
Ball at the 35-yard line in North Pike territory, as the Bulldogs going to try to punch this one into the end zone again. They got trips to the left and 1 to the right. Duplessis right next to Busby. Busby fakes handoff, short pass out to George. George, nice juke move. He's going to juke it again. He should have just taken that left edge because he was swarmed by Jaguars, and he's taken down as he gets a gain of 2 there, 2nd and 8.
He was able to slip a tackle really nice there, but, he made a little bit out of it.
2-yard gain for the Bulldogs, 2nd and 8.
33, check that. To the 33, it'll be 2nd down now and 8.
Just over 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Twins to the left and right, and they're stacked. Handoff Duplessis right through the middle. He rips through down to the 25-yard line. And they'll spot him at the 24. Nice job by Brandon Duplessis. Only a sophomore for this Bulldogs team, and he's showing a lot of potential there at the running back position.
Definitely, like you said, a lot of burst, and he's got a lot of power. You saw it there as he lowered his shoulder and got more yards, and he's looking really good.
Busby on the handoff again. Duplessis, he rips right through, spinning and staying on his feet until he gets down to the 15-yard line, and the Bulldogs are back in the Raising Cane's red zone. And they're going to get another Barnett's body shot, 1st down. 9.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Trips to the right and 1 to the left. Duplessis to the immediate right of quarterback Brady Busby. Busby checking back over with Coach Thigpen. He's doing a good job leading this offense. Busby, pass over the top, end zone to Gibson. Touchdown, Terry. And once again, the Bulldogs are in the end zone, and that is a familiar face. Braden Gibson for 6 there.
Busby to Gibson for the touchdown.
13-0 now for Terry.
I mean, what a catch from Braden Gibson. I mean, that was amazing. Just what a ball from Brady Busby, like you said as well, but how about that catch?
Braden Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He didn't get the ball that much against Canton as he was heavily covered, but tonight already with 2 touchdowns here in the first half. Here's the sit-up and the kick, and it is good. And the Bulldogs lead 14-0 over the North Pike Jaguars. They've had two really good possessions, and they're able to take advantage of that short field. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the stream and share it with anyone who would be interested in Terry Bulldogs football. We got a lot more where that came from over the course of this season. We are looking forward to it. We'll step aside and be right back right here. Terry 14, North Pike 0. Howard will kick the ball, and it will be out of bounds, so it'll be an illegal kick. Ball will be placed at the 35 for North Pike. Jaguars have not shown a lot of good action so far in this ball game. The Bulldogs have looked fairly strong here as they lead 14-0. But what do the Jaguars need to do to get back in this ball game?
I honestly think the Jaguars need to throw the ball more. They're running this offense and all these motions, and it's getting quite confusing, I think, and it's visible, as you can see. But I think if they just line up in just some simpler formations and just throw the ball a little bit more, I think they could definitely capitalize.
Washington under center. Handoff, quick handoff, and he's going to be wrapped up immediately for no gain. That handoff was to running back Kadarius Thornton, and there's no gain there. Second down and 10. Patrick Joyner getting in there with the tackle. He got an interception last week against Canton, and he's done a lot of good things for this Bulldogs team so far this season. Again, it's Washington under center. There's the handoff, and again swarmed by the Bulldogs.
And that's another little type fullback dive type play that North Pike has tried to do tonight, and it hasn't worked as well as anticipated. But we'll see what they can do.
3rd and 11 for North Pike.
It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Jaguars.
Washington again under center. He's back to throw. He'll throw it up over the top, and it is well overthrown, out of bounds. Bring up 4th down and 11 now for the Jaguars.
And you could see the frustration from the Jaguar players on that throw. I mean, just he overthrew it. And, I'm sure he's frustrated about that, but just got to clean that up.
Jaguars back to punt here. 7:44 to go in the first half.
Stenson into punt for the Jags.
And there's the punt for Stinson. It's a good punt. Rolls in the North Pike direction and will go out of bounds at the 19. Or the 24, rather. That's where the Terry Bulldogs will start their 4th possession. Two of their 3 so far have been touchdowns, and both of them were passes from Busby. Both passes were from Busby to Gibson.
Busby has looked really locked in this game. He's looked very, very good.
And Coach Chris Thigpen has talked about Brady Busby and how big it's been for this squad to have a consistent quarterback. His first year as head coach at Terry, where he had a returning starting quarterback. And good news for the Bulldogs, they've got him for another year after this year as he's a junior. Twins to the right and one to the left. Busby, handoff, Duplessis. Push past the 20 and down to the 22.
More powerful running here from Terry. That's what you like to see.
Duplessis on the carry. Credit Tyler Morgan for the tackle.
So ball had been spotted at the 18, so second down and 6 now. It's over 7 minutes to go in the first half. Twins out right, 1 out left. Busby in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, pass across the middle, right through the hands of Seth Moore. And Moore unable to haul it in. So it'd be 3rd and 6 now for the Bulldogs. 6:52 remaining in the second quarter as we're nearing halftime. We'll give you some updates on scores around the state at the halftime report right here on the TSJW Network. Twins out right, 1 out left, and Busby in the shotgun with Duplessis to his immediate right.
And about 6.
Snap back, Busby, handoff, Duplessis around the left side. He's feeling the contact, and he pushes his way through out to the 29-yard line, and it appears that he's going to get the first down. I think they're going to spot him at the 29.
That was a nice little burst of speed there, and more of the powerful running. And that's what you like to see from Terry.
4th down for Terry.
They say he's 4th and 1. And the Bulldogs appear that they are going to go for it here. They only need 1 yard. Big 4th down for the Bulldogs here. 6:43 to go in the first half. Busby in the shotgun. And we're going to see, yep, they're going to give the Bulldogs that timeout.
Until halftime, Terry has called.
They're trying to catch them off sides, it appeared. But what would have been the worst mistake is to take a delay of game there, and they do not. So Terry will use their first time out of the first half here. And what do you expect here, John Eric, from Terry here on 4th and 1?
I think Terry's still going to go for it here. And, you know, it's 4th and 1. I know a lot of coaches would probably punt here just because of the field position thing. But I think if I were the coach here, I think I'd go for it. Leave him out there.
And the Bulldogs have given no reason and no indication that they wouldn't convert in this kind of situation. I mean, really, it's less of a 4th and 1 and more of a 4th and inches, as we have 6 minutes and 43 seconds remaining here in this first half. Folks, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. We appreciate you, as well as hit that like button and share with anyone who's interested in Terry Bulldogs football. Terry will play Callaway next week on the road, and then it'll be followed up by a home game against Raymond, and then the Bulldogs will be off to region play. Tonight, 2 other teams in Terry's region are having big ball games. West Jones taking on South Jones on the road, both teams 2-0. And then Hattiesburg's taking on Oak Grove at home. Those are the teams that Bulldogs want to watch out for here. Going to snap it back, Busby. There's the handoff, Duplessis. Duplessis gets a full head of steam, and he will certainly get the Barnett's body shot first down and some more as he gets out to the 33-yard line.
That was a great decision by Terry there to run it outside, have everybody in North Pike's box, just stack up, expect the inside run, and then hand it to the outside, give it to your guy with speed, and pick up the first down, and that was perfectly executed.
Under 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Bulldogs let some time run off the clock before they run a play here. They got trips outside on the left. They got one to the right with Colby George. Busby with Duplessis right beside him. Busby, handoff Duplessis around the right side. He's got opening and some blocking past the 40, past the 45, and he's pushed out of bounds. And we'll see where the spot will be. They're going to spot him. They're going to spot him at the 50. Wow, they give him nice field position there. Another Barnett's body shot first down for the Terry Bulldogs.
And another great run for Duplessis. He's looking very, very good.
Mark it right at midfield. That'll be another first down for the Bulldogs.
Midfield for the Bulldogs, and we're going to see, we see a timeout. It's going to be an official's timeout for halfway through the first quarter. We're going to, for halfway through the second quarter, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back right here from Summit. Trips out left and one to the right for the Bulldogs is they're at midfield. Busby going to air it out to Moore, and Moore hauls it in. What a big catch for Seth Moore.
What a catch by Seth Moore there.
Moore caught that one over the head. A beautiful ball by Brady Busby, and it was pulled in by Seth Moore inside the 15-yard line, and the Bulldogs are back in the Raising Cane's red zone.
That really was a beautiful ball from Brady Busby there. Just put it in the perfect spot for him to go up and get it there.
It'll be a first down for the Bulldogs.
And you know Moore is happy to get that one under his belt after that drop earlier. Busby in the shotgun with Bonds acting as the tailback. He's going to hand it off to Bonds. Bonds going to be wrapped up. They'll spot him at the 14, which is the line of scrimmage. They're actually going to – it's going to be a loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
And that's the first time North Pike has really pushed back Terry running it. They've looked good all night.
Twins to the left and twins to the right.
Loss of 1.
Busby in the shotgun with Duplessis to his left. Busby, toss to the end zone. And there's going to be contact, and there's going to be a defensive pass interference here against the Jaguars, as we saw hands all over George. That's going to benefit the Bulldogs. Because the thing is, that was a catchable ball, and George was being held, and he couldn't get there.
Yeah, when you got a guy hanging onto your jersey like he was there, and you know you're unable to get your hands up and get him around the ball, that's pass interference all day.
Twins out right and one out left. Busby in the shotgun with Duplessis to his immediate right.
The North Pike 7-yard line.
Busby, handoff Duplessis around the left edge. He's got the opening into the end zone. Touchdown, Terry. Brandon Duplessis with 6 on the run.
It's really been Brandon Duplessis' drive, and you know he's been running against this North Pike team all game, and it's shown his success, and it's made a really big impact in Terry's big lead right now.
Brandon Duplessis able to punch it into the end zone for 6. Mostly a running possession other than that big pass from Busby to Seth Moore, which was a 35-yard bomb.
Extra point is good.
That extra point is good from Derek Howard Jr. The Bulldogs have looked clean, and they lead 21-0 here on the road against North Pike. We'll step aside. We are back here live from Summit. The Bulldogs lead 21-0. There's the kickoff, and here's a return. Oh, nice move up that right sideline there, as that is Trayshawn White. So he gets a decent return. They're going to spot him at the 29. Jaguars have struggled so far here tonight. They trailed 21-0 to Terry. Not a super surprising thing, is the Bulldogs have had a lot of success so far this season, and North Pike has struggled. However, the Jaguars just haven't been able to move the football much, and they've kind of lost handle of the football a lot here tonight.
Yeah, it really seems like North Pike is stuck in the mud here. I mean, you know, haven't really moved the ball much.
Jags will play
you know,
first and 10 from the
and
29-yard line.
It's shown just on the field tonight.
Ball at the 29-yard line here for North Pike. Got a single receiver out left, and in the shotgun No, and not in the shotgun. Under center is Washington. He's going to toss it. It's going to be intercepted. I don't know if I've ever seen this in my life. Green, baby. Patrick Joyner intercepts the toss back.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was amazing. There's a flag as we speak.
Yellow on the field for the Bulldogs for the celebration. Touchdown, Terry, 27-0. Folks, I have never seen that before.
Me neither. That was amazing. And I mean, Terry made a great play there to hustle to that ball, as that was a pitch to the running back. That was not a pass, and he was able to get there. What a play.
Celebration penalty against the Bulldogs, and the thing is that Terry has looked good this season and everything, but they've had multiple celebration penalties, and you don't want that when you're playing against tough competition and games that are closer. 27-0's the score, and this extra point, either the extra point's going to be longer or the kickoff will be further back. We'll see. It appears that North Pike will opt to make the kickoff further back. Kendrick will hold. There's a whistle.
And it looks like a false start on Terry.
Go against Terry, they'll move back 5 yards.
False start against the Bulldogs. You see Coach Thigpen on the sideline, not happy with that. Talked to him this week. He looked very animated in the ball game against Canton as well. And he wants this team to be tight for the tough competition they will face. Snap back, hold good, kick is up, and it is through. Derek Howard Jr., good.
Extra point attempt.
He's 4 for 4 on the extra points.
4:18 to go until halftime.
And it's 28-0.
North Pike 0.
Terry has really taken this game over. I mean, it's been Terry Bulldogs football here tonight.
Folks, we appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also like and share the stream. And we'll be here live on Wednesday for the South 78 football shows. We'll talk to Coach Chris Thigpen as well as multiple players from the Terry Bulldogs football team. The Bulldogs on offense. The offense has been looking great for Terry, and then I don't know if I think that would be considered a fumble recovery. I think that's what that would be considered, a fumble recovery officially by Patrick Joyner. That's like a scoop and score basically.
Yep.
Because it wasn't a forward pass, but he intercepted the toss back.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was crazy. I've never seen that before.
Another kick out of bounds here for the Bulldogs. Ball will be at the 35-yard line for North Pike. And you can tell that is strategic here from the Bulldogs. I think he's trying to kick this ball out of bounds because when you think about it in high school, they place the football at the 35, which is just not even – it's not even that great a field position off a penalty there. Doesn't really penalize the kicking team very much at all.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, if you're talking NFL, you know, you wouldn't want to kick it out of bounds because the team gets the ball at the 40-yard line. And but here in high school, it's not that bad of a penalty, you know. And the way North Pike's looked, you know, it's definitely not that bad of a penalty here.
All right, Terry's going to kick it again.
Bulldogs will kick the football again.
Moving back to the 20-yard line.
Hey, buddy. How are y'all? Excuse me. Get me one too. Yeah, y'all. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. I'm going to go get a drink.
28-0 game, just over 4 minutes to play in the first half. All the Bulldogs needs one more touchdown, and they'll be able to get this into a running clock situation. There's the kick. And he muffs the kick. And I think the Bulldogs just picked this one up.
Fumble on the play.
I think the Bulldogs just picked this one up. And when you thought that things couldn't get any worse for the Jaguars, it just gets worse for the Jaguars.
Disaster has struck again, and Terry will get this football back.
Ball's going to be at the 48-yard line in North Pike territory, and they muff the kickoff. And we're going to see the Terry Bulldogs offense once again with 4:18 to go in the first half.
I've lost count of how many fumbles North Pike has had tonight. That's something they need to clean up after halftime.
Yeah, I believe it's 6. Ball's at the 47-yard line for the Terry Bulldogs in North Pike territory. And that would be considered a clean takeaway, brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial. As well as that scoop and score was. Also, you got twins to the left and twins to the right. Busby in the shotgun. He's going to toss it over to Emmanuel Harris. He'll get on the run, and he'll be flipped over.
Emmanuel Harris.
And down at the 43. That'll be a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
That was a very nice play call there from the Bulldogs. And we've seen a lot of that run game from Terry, but, you know, in case scenarios in this game, they've pulled out the pass game, and they've looked really good, you know, all around just in this football game.
3-yard line.
Ball at the 43, Busby in the shotgun, twins to the left and right. Duplessis acting as the tailback. He will hand it off Duplessis right through the middle, through the hole, past the 35, down to the 34-yard line.
Toby Barnes in on the tackle for North Pike.
And that is another Bulldog first down brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop.
And there's a late flag in here. See what this is for.
And it appears that we're going to see another unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know if it'll be against Terry or North Pike.
Call is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Jaguars.
So we'll be against North Pike. They're going to move this ball forward for the Bulldogs. That ball will be at the 18, so the Bulldogs back in the Raising Cane's red zone.
18-yard line, that'll be a first down for Terry.
Twins to the left and twins to the right. Hear another whistle at the line. We have 3:37 remaining here in the first half. Man in motion's Bonds. Busby alone in the backfield. He's going to run forward, and he's going to slide
Busby on the carry.
Down to the 15, which will be a gain of 2. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
That's the first time we've seen Busby take off tonight, and he's looking really good. Just, you know, navigating around the pocket, making good throws, making good decisions, and there was another great decision from Busby.
And he's utilized his legs a lot more this season than he did last season. He said that he feels a lot more confident in how big his body is. Hands it off to Bonds as he gets past the 10 down to the 9. And Coach Thigpen talks about how guys will get their junior and senior body. They'll get that grown man body that they didn't have as a 15-year-old.
Put it at the 10.
Ball's at the 10. 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs. Busby again on the handoff to Bonds. He'll dive in, and I think he'll get the first down.
Bonds, ball carrier.
No, he's 1 yard short. 4th down and 1. Ball's at the 9.
Pick up a 1 on the play. It'll be 4th and 1 to go for Terry.
They'll bring out C.J. Metters, who's a halfback for the Bulldogs. Going to try to get these yards here. Bulldogs definitely want to go ahead and get it to running clock. I could tell. I talked to Coach before the game here today, and you know, Chris Thigpen, he was saying that big thing is he wants to be able to get out of here uninjured. So that means you definitely want running clock. That helps out with that. Duplessis around the edge, into the end zone. Touchdown, Terry, and they lead 34-0 on another touchdown, the 2nd rushing touchdown for Duplessis.
Brandon Duplessis, you know, just outrunning him on the outside, just bounced it outside and used his speed and just outran everybody on North Pike's defense.
34-0 advantage for the Bulldogs. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and then a defensive touchdown. They're doing it all here tonight, the Bulldogs are.
It just seems like Terry has done everything right tonight, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that hold is good, and the kick is through. And the Bulldogs do reach the 35-point mark, 35-0 Terry, with 1:45 to go in the first half. And John Eric, I know that this has been a lopsided ball game, but it has been entertaining to see how these Bulldogs how their offense has been able to go to work and been able to be this consistent thus far.
It has, and I think I really like the way Terry runs their offense and, everything about it. And I think I can relate to it as a Dallas Cowboys fan. They've ran it a lot similar if you watch the game against the Eagles where, they run the ball a little bit and then they throw the ball, and their throws would be for deep distances. So that's the same thing Terry's done here tonight, and I think that they've just looked really good on offense.
Bulldogs will kick this football away with 1:45 to go in the first half, and the Jaguars will be back to receive. We got Trayshawn White back to receive. This kick will be short. It will be fielded well this time, and Jackson coming downfield. A tough tackle there. But that's going to be good field position. Yeah, we're going to see yellow on the field. That might have been a horse collar.
Yeah, that definitely was. When you see the guys pull on the back of their jersey, on the back of their neck, you can't do that. That's an automatic penalty every time.
We'll see where the Jaguars get it. They may have an opportunity to put something in the end zone. They've had a tough time moving the football, but it appears that they're going to get a nice short field here. They're going to walk off the yards. They're going to put that football at the 39. In Bulldog territory, that's where the Jaguars had it. Under center is quarterback Santonio Washington, the senior. Quick handoff there. Oh, he's going to be taken down. Or at least his forward progress will be stopped. It is Lazarius Ashford who will get the tackle there.
And he's so fast. You saw it on that play. He just got in there, and I couldn't really tell where they handed that ball off from. It's been that way all night. You can't really see where North Pike's handed the ball off from, but there he was able to read it and make him weep there.
2nd and 14 now for the Jaguars. Washington under center. He'll keep it. He's going to run. Oh, taken down. Ashford again on that one, assisted by Micah White and Jadarius Rogers. But the defense got to him nicely.
There's Lazarius Ashford again. As you can see him, he's now starting to make some plays for this defense. And his speed and quickness, he can really dominate.
3rd and 15. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half.
2025 game day sponsors of North Pike Football.
And we'll see what the Jaguars have up their sleeve here.
Sponsors include Macomb Coca-Cola and Professional Rehab Associates.
North Pike had a 2-8 season last year, so not a good season last year. Now they got new head coach Paul Anderson. They have struggled to find any kind of movement here in this ball game at least. First week for them ended in a 23-7 defeat to Franklin County. Last week they lost to Wesson 44-15. And now they're down 35-0 to Terry. But out of those two opponents, you knew that Terry would be tougher than those teams they had already struggled with. The ball's going to be at the 44-yard line, 3rd down and 15. Washington fakes the handoff. He's back to throw. He will toss it downfield. Nice pass. Oh, no, it's just shallow. He had the open receiver. And if only he would have put it on the money, that could have been 6 for them. But instead, it's short.
He had that, and, I mean, he got the Terry defense there with the play action, and he had him beat down the field. He just couldn't get it there.
23 seconds remaining here in the first half. 35-0 lead for the Terry Bulldogs.
It's
going to be a 4th down and 15. And we're going to see North Pike go for it here because why not?
44. North Pike needs to get to the 29.
I say they take a shot to the end zone here.
And the Jaguars are going to mess up and false start here.
False start against North Pike.
So ball's now at the 49, 4th and 20. Washington under center.
4th and 20 for the Jags.
There's the handoff. Nice run there across to the 40. As that will be a gain of 9, but won't be enough for a first down, not even close there. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Bulldogs ball with 12 seconds left. And we would expect that the Bulldogs probably going to take a knee here and let the half go. Actually, they're going to go ahead and let the half go here now. Clock's going to run out on the first half, and that will wrap it up. 35-0 lead for the Terry Bulldogs. We're going to see a running clock second half here from Summit. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna step aside, and we'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes as we will talk about a little bit of high school football around this state. But we will take a timeout now.
Ladies, if you would, please take the field. For your halftime entertainment, we proudly introduce the 2025-2026 North Pike Dance Team under the direction of Coach Jill Allen. Let's introduce our ladies out there. First of all, we'll go with our co-captain, Caroline Lawson. Our other co-captain, Addison Boone. Now these are our seniors. Your manager is Brooke Richardson. Your other seniors include Ace Fortenberry and Liza Hallmark. Your juniors include McKenna Spears and Brianna Richard. Your sophomore dance team members include Arden Wilson, Isabella White, Adley Reddy, Malia McNulty, Riley Ann McKinney, and Rebecca Davis. And your freshman, Emma Richardson, Axel Elliott, I like that name, and Anna Gray Campbell, your 2025-2026 North Pike Dance Team.
All my people, they will want to take it out. Brittany, are you ready? Yeah, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Pike County Marching Band. Join us next time for Bigfoot.
All right, let me go back in here.
Do you know who Mathis is? Do you know who my brother's girlfriend is, Mathis? Mathis? Yeah, currently. Mathis has a girlfriend? Well, hangs out mostly with her. Who? What's her name? I know. Mathis or? Emma what? Grace? Yeah, Emma Grace. Emma Grace who? That goes to the church or our church? Her? Well, he mostly is around her. How old is she? But no, she has a boyfriend. That's just the girl who's mostly around. How old is she? Like, how old is Emma Grace? Like 17, 15? She is not 17. However old she is. No, Emma Grace at our school. Emma Grace at our school is not 17. I mean, at the church. She's around Sebastian's age. I know that. He's I said Mathis. Mathis is 14. 14. Not the blue guy. Well, he's going to turn 14 this year. Wait, no, he's already 14. I don't. Do you think I care about my brother's birthday? Do you really not know your sibling's age? I do. He does not know his age. He's 14. My sister, Roxy, is currently 8. She's turning 9 this year. I, myself, is 10. Is 10. Oh, and myself is... Oh, there's Blaine. I want to do that. Yeah, that's Blaine. Yeah, well, I know who Blaine is. Oh, my God. He's my brother's friend. Who cares?
Hey, y'all, just a heads up. That's our microphone right there, so I can hear y'all.
Oh. Good job, Keegan.
Y'all haven't said anything bad or anything, but like I'm just saying like we can.
It's a microphone. They heard you say test.
Here's some halftime scores from tonight. At the half, Centerville 36, West Lincoln nothing. ASC 28, St. Patrick nothing.
All right, we are here live from Summit, and we're going to call out a couple of these scores here that we've got going on here around the state of Mississippi. So from Raymond, Copiah Academy up on Raymond 16-8 in the second quarter. Raymond just kind of struggling. We talked to Coach Fields of Raymond, and I think they're just in for another struggling season here. MRA taking on Collierville. They lead 21-17 at the moment in the second quarter. Tylertown up on East Marion 22-8. Ocean Springs and Pascagoula 21-14 lead for Ocean Springs right now. Ocean Springs 7A program, Pascagoula 6A, and Ocean Springs leads by a touchdown. Both teams have not lost yet on the season. Velma Jackson up on Jefferson County 21-0 there in the third quarter. And then Shannon, Okolona. Shannon up 15-6. Oak Grove dominating Hattiesburg on the road 28-7. Oak Grove 0-2 on the season, but it looks like they'll get their first win on the road against Hattiesburg. North Pontotoc beating Alcorn Central 42-0. Charleston over Clarksdale 16-0. That's kind of a surprise given the fact that Clarksdale had such a good start to the season there. And then we have Lee Academy up on Marshall Academy 24-22. Leake Academy up on Winona Christian 14-0. And then Grenada, Callaway. Still in the first half, Grenada up 21-0 on Callaway. So Callaway struggling with Grenada even though they're 2-0. That's who Terry plays next week. Scott Central up on Morton 3-0. Then we got West Point, Noxubee County, which is a big game this state. Noxubee County is leading West Point right now, 14-7. I picked West Point to win that ball game. As you can see, my picks on the Magnolia Shine podcast. West Point down to Noxubee County right now. Both teams undefeated. Kossuth up 21-14 on Tishomingo County. And then you got Northwest Rankin down to Wayne County, 14-7 at the half. Florence and Pearl in the second quarter. Pearl leads 12-0. South Panola down to South Haven 13-7. South Panola running the risk of going 0-2 on the season here. And then we got Gaucher down to West Harrison, 34-7. West Harrison dominating Gaucher. Poplarville up on Hancock, 33-19 at the half. McGee up on Mize, 17-14 in the second quarter. Horn Lake up on Olive Branch, 19-0. Gulfport and Laurel. Laurel leads at the half over Gulfport. Gulfport a 7A program, and Laurel leading on Gulfport 14-7. And Bogachita up 10-3 over St. Andrews. Ridgeland up on Vicksburg 20-7 at the half. Madison Central and Brookhaven, which is a big one. That game is tied up, knotted up at 0 at the half. Neither team has scored. And yeah, Brookhaven was the team that Terry played in the preseason ball game, and it was really tight between Terry and Brookhaven there. They're 0-0 at the half with Madison Central. Might be a good sign for these Terry Bulldogs that might be competing at a really high level. I mean, so far it looks like they're going to go 3-0 with ease here with the 35-0 halftime lead. Oxford up on Lafayette, 28-13 in the second quarter. Tupelo up on Houston High School, 35-0 in the second quarter. Tupelo just rolling. Hartfield Academy, who has started their season off 0-2, are up on Pillow Academy, 28-7 in the second quarter. Germantown getting smoked by Warren Central, apparently. In the second quarter, 28-7 lead for the Vikings. And the Vikings are now bouncing back from a rough start where they did poorly against Clinton. But now, 28-7 is the score with Warren Central in control there. PCS over Pass Christian. They're up 21-7. Brandon and Clinton, 14-6 at the half. We got a tight one over there at Bulldog Stadium. Brandon Bulldogs lead the Clinton Arrows 14-6 at the half. Wesson up on Franklin County, 20-19 at the half. Heidelberg beating Harrison Central 44-0 at the half. Well, unbelievable. Heidelberg. And then Columbia leading Petal in the second quarter 20-0. So Petal's really struggling with Columbia. Man, Columbia with Coach Builder back coaching their team, they're looking real strong. Neshoba Central up 20-14 on West Lauderdale. So those are scores from right now as we are about to be getting started. Back with this Terry and North Pike ball game. The Bulldogs lead 35-0. So this second half will be all running clock right here from Summit. Welcome back to Summit. The Terry Bulldogs lead 35-0 over the North Pike Jaguars here in Summit, Mississippi, on the campus of Southwest Community College at John I. Hurst Stadium. The Bulldogs will receive the kickoff as they kicked it off to begin the ball game. And we'll see what we have here. So, John Eric, look, very good first half for Terry, not so good for North Pike. If you're the Jaguars, what's your goal for the second half? Because it doesn't really look like you have much of a shot at winning it, but what's the thing that North Pike needs to focus on here in the second half?
Just if I was the coach here, throw. No more runs. The run isn't getting you anywhere. You need to just throw the ball every down because, you know, the run, Terry's stopping the run, and they expect it every play. So if I'm North Pike here, I just throw.
Well, we were speaking with the broadcaster of North Pike, and what he was saying is that they moved from their spread offense and they changed the offense to the wing T, which is what they've been running here today. And so this is their first week running this offense. And it does look that way as well, and that's a part of it. You know, when you're working a new offense, it just has a rough look at first. It's their first week running it, so we'll see if they're able to get tight as time goes on. Kicking the football off is Brennan Stinson, and it's a nice kick. And it will sail into the end zone as a touchback for the Terry Bulldogs. And so we're going to see the Bulldogs again with the possession here. And we're going to see the Bulldogs put out as their offensive unit here. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We appreciate you joining us. Ball's going to be at the 20 for the Bulldogs, and Brady Busby is going to be out there again. Starting lineup, starting offense out there for the Bulldogs here.
Terry at the 20.
Busby, handoff Duplessis. And he'll be taken down by the feet.
Dropped in the backfield.
At the 18-yard line, will be a loss of 2. We're going to see yellow on the field.
Been a lot of penalties in this game.
See who this penalty will be against. They say it's a personal foul against the Bulldogs, and so this will move them back even more.
Holding.
Oh, no, they say holding. It looked like he did a personal foul signal, but apparently it was a holding signal. Okay, so it was personal foul. PA announcer got that one wrong there. So now ball's going to be at the 10. It's going to be a 1st and 20. Man in motion's Kylan Gowdy. Busby on the handoff, and now the run through the middle. I believe that's Braylon Bonds. And he'll gain 3 on the play. 2nd and 17.
And just to say this, the clock will run. Clock will not stop. It will be a running clock because of the big Terry lead.
Spotted at the 12.
They put it at the 12, so 2nd and 18. Busby checking over with the sideline. Duplessis got a little banged up on the last play. Got Braylon Bonds right beside Busby. Trips to the left and one to the right. Play clock down low. Handoff, Bonds, his run.
Bonds, once again, your ball carrier.
Will gain 2, I guess.
Ross and Sibley on the tackle for North Pike.
So that'll be 3rd and 14.
North Pike's playing a little bit better defense here. Terry hasn't been able to run the ball as effectively as the first half, but we'll see if that lasts.
See if the Bulldogs show a pass play here. They're looking at oh wow, now they show it 4th down.
Spotted at the.
They changed up on the downs apparently. They say it's 4th down.
And we have an official's timeout.
So the Bulldogs are going to punt this football. 8:07 remaining in the third, and the clock continues to run once again. Killingsworth will be back to punt the football for the Terry Bulldogs. Jaden Killingsworth's a sophomore, and he's done a fantastic job punting. Brady Busby also served as the punter last year, so it's good to take that duty off his hands. Back to receive the football is going to be Kazavion Bonds. Killingsworth will punt the football away. It's a high punt. And he drops the punt again. North Pike able to pick it up there at the 50. They've muffed 2 punts and a kickoff. The Jaguars are going to be able to get it, but wow. Just a tough performance here.
I gotta say, there's been some miracles where the Jaguars will get the football back. You know, there's been a lot of fumbles in this game, and the Jags, you know, in this new wing T offense, been fumbling the ball, muffing a lot of punts and kicks. You know, but that's something they need to clean up in the prior weeks. You know, just ball security is key.
And that'll bring us to our keys to victory, brought to you by Richards Tire and Auto for the Terry Bulldogs. And the keys to victory really is to get out of here unscathed and also keep your momentum and keep your rhythm tight here. And that's Richards Tire and Auto, where the key to a smooth ride starts with trusted service and unbeatable tires. From tune-ups to tire changes, Richards Tire and Auto keeps you rolling to the win. And North Pike not going to be able to get a whole lot out of that play, but they do get a few yards. Ball's going to be at the 47. Gain, well, actually 48. Gain of 3, second down and 7. They're going to call the officials timeout for halfway through the third quarter. We appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. On Wednesday, we'll have the South 78 football show, and then on Friday, we'll have Terry and Callaway live from. We are actually not sure where that game will be located. We're hoping it will be at Hughes Field. That's what we're really hoping. But it could be at South Jackson Stadium or the infamous North Jackson Field. We'll have to see where that ball game will be, but it would be Terry and Callaway on Friday night.
Rehab Associates, your 2025 game day sponsors of North Pike football.
North Pike's football, second down and 7. Clock's running once again, under 6 minutes to go in the third. There's the handoff, and that will go nowhere. They'll say he lost a yard. We're going to see yellow on the field again. And I think it's going to be against Micah White.
Called against.
Call a personal foul against White. I did not see what happened there, but this is the kind of stuff Terry is going to have to tighten up for next week.
Yeah, you know, there's been a couple of personal fouls on Terry that they need to clean up. You know, and you know it's just from the sportsmanship standpoint. You can't just get too in your head and start making dumb penalties.
North Pike football at the 33-yard line here. The Jaguars here. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
First down for the Jaguars.
And if you're North Pike here, just for pride, you got to get in the end zone right here. It's
Washington under center, handoff outside. Oh, he's taken down. And that's Brandon Duplessis, who's done everything from 2 rushing touchdowns to getting that big tackle. But Duplessis is on the ground, and he may be hurt. Not a thing you want to see if you're a Bulldog fan. He appears that he may be getting up on his own power. I don't know. Oh, it's a cramp. It's a cramp for Duplessis, as that is a relief if you're a Bulldog fan.
Yeah, that's the best type of not saying that injuries are good, but that's the best type of injury you ask for is just a cramp, because that is so easy to come back from. Thankfully, he didn't sprain his ankle or anything, so chances are, see him back in the ballgame.
Duplessis will walk over to the sideline. Seems like a pretty heavy cramp there. So he's able to take down Treshawn White. for a loss of 2. 2nd down and 12. It's over 4 minutes to go here in the third. Washington under center.
Be 2nd down and 11.
Man in motion now. Handoff, run. They'll get down to the 31, which will be a gain of 3.
AJ Ford on the stop.
3rd and 8.
That was a good run from North Pike there. Good, decent run. Here's 8 yards. I think you throw the ball here.
3rd and 8 for the Jags.
Big 3rd down for North Pike. Santonio Washington under center. Fakes the handoff. He's back to throw. Throws it across. It's complete. He's got it opening towards the end zone, and he'll be taken down just short of the end zone.
And if you're a North Pike fan, that is a sigh of relief. You can see the excitement. If you were here, you could see it's pretty exciting here in the stadium as North Pike gets it down to the 1. First big play of the night for them.
First and goal for North Pike, and now the Bulldogs are going to be tested. Will they be able to get their 2nd shutout of the season? It's going to be tough here. Ball's going to be at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. They're going to try to push their way in. I think they're going to get it. They will. Touchdown for North Pike as they're able to get on the board. Touchdown.
That looked a little bit like the tush push on that QB sneak there.
So Jaguars get in for 6, and they mess up the Bulldogs' clean sheet as Terry just never expected them to really throw the football, and he was able to roll out and get it down to Treshawn White for the long play, get the 1st down, and set up the QB sneak as the extra point is blocked. So it is no good. Terry 35, North Pike 6. As we will see the Bulldogs get back on the field on the offensive side of the football. 1:55 remaining in the third quarter. (35-6) is the score here from Summit. Terry in the lead over North Pike, but the Jaguars able to get in the end zone on that last possession. Bulldogs back deep to receive, and it appears that it will be Keeson Kendrick receiving it, as Brennan Stinson will kick the kickoff. And the left footer's going to drive it deep. Kendrick will receive. He'll attack to the left. He's able to find an opening, get some blocking up that left sideline. He's going to move on through. Did you see that speed down to the 45-yard line in North Pike territory? Nice return there for Keeson Kendrick.
That was a big return there, and a good start to Terry as they stalled out their last drive. But in good field position, we'll see if Terry can get another score on that board and match North Pike.
And the clock will run out on the third quarter, and we will head to one more quarter of action here in Summit. The score 35-6 lead for Terry over North Pike. Bulldogs take the field once again on offense. Brady Busby in the shotgun with trips to the right and none to the left. Braylon Bonds acting as the tailback. Handoff from Busby, and Bonds will be wrapped up for no gain. As a matter of fact, going to lose a couple. Bring up 2nd and 11.
Cameron Ramsey.
And if you're this North Pike defense and defensive coordinator Wes McCullough, you're looking to make another stop against this Terry Bulldogs offense and maybe get another score. We'll see, but Terry looks very good. They've looked really good all night, attack. We'll see if North Pike can make one last stand here.
Start off with our seniors. Elise Ray.
Busby in the shotgun. Twins to the left and one to the right.
Williams. And Jordan Haynes.
Bonds in motion. Busby back to throw. Short pass over to Gibson, and the pass is high. 3rd and 11.
Abby Baylock. Peyton.
Missed opportunity there for Terry to get a nice play.
Logan James. Mariah Leonard. Caitlin Warren. We have one sophomore, Dylan Morris.
3rd down and 11 from the 44-yard line in Jaguar territory. It's going to be a 3rd and 11 here for the Bulldogs. Clock's running, 9:50 to go. You definitely want to put more points up on the board if you're the Bulldogs here. Busby fakes the handoff. It's going to be a play action. Going to be a pass that is nowhere near the intended receiver. I don't know if that was meant for Seth Moore and that was just shallow or what, but it's going to be 4th and 11 now for the Bulldogs. I think they're going to leave the offense out on the field as they are in Jaguar territory.
And if you look at that play, that was a decent effort by the North Pike DB, but just couldn't make it happen.
Destiny Williams.
Chris Thigpen been making the play calls this year for the Bulldogs. Busby back to throw. He's got time and room. He'll chunk it downfield, and that one is incomplete. Be a turnover on downs for the Bulldogs.
But what calm collectiveness from Brady Busby in the pocket there. You know, just moved around just enough to get that throw deep, and sadly it fell incomplete.
44-yard line now for the Jaguars. 8.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Jaguars going to try to put some more points on these Terry Bulldogs. The second half has belonged to them. Washington under center. Handing it off around the edge. Oh, a nice run from Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 50. It's a gain of 6. Be 2nd and 4.
And Jackson with a nice little burst of speed there, getting to the outside, and good play from North Pike.
From the 44 to the 50, that's a pickup of 6.
Got a North Pike player down on the Terry sideline. He's going to be helped off the field here. That's Caden Jackson, the sophomore.
If you're a North Pike fan, you hate to see that that injury after that promising run from Caden Jackson. And he's going to make it over to the sideline on his own power, it looks like. But you hope he's okay if you're a North Pike fan.
Ball's going to be at the 50-yard line for a 2nd down and 4. Washington under center. Handoff around the edge, and that's going to be taken down for a loss. Ball at the 49 now. 3rd down and 5. Clock obviously continues to run. 7.5 minutes to play in the ball game.
Mark it at the 49, the North Pike 49.
Santonio Washington under center now for the Jags. Quick handoff to Thornton, and he's able to gain a couple, get down to the 48. 4th and 2 now for the Jaguars from Terry's. They're going to say it's 4th and 1. They just changed it.
Marking at the 47.
47-yard line, and they need 1 yard to go. 4th down and 1.
4th and a long yard.
Washington under center. He's back. Oh, and he's going to be stopped. That's going to be a turnover on downs. A big stand there from the Terry defense.
What a defensive stand from Terry there, and they looked like they were ready for that run. And, I mean, it's been all game. Terry has just prevailed on defense.
And the Bulldogs offense will be back out on the field. And they've had lackluster performances the last 2 drives here in this second half. And, of course, the second half has just flown by because of the clock running. They just stopped the clock now. I think they just called the halfway through the 4th quarter timeout. So it'll be an official timeout, and we'll take a timeout ourselves. We appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're back here in Summit. Terry in the lead over North Pike, 35-6. And we're going to, I think we're going to see backup quarterback for the Terry Bulldogs. We're going to see Tyler Osborne out there, quarterback, the sophomore. They're going to be on the handoff. See all the guys get some reps here for Terry. Be 2nd and 1 at the 40. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Osborne in the shotgun. Twins to the right and one to the left. There's the handoff around the edge. Oh, he's going to be taken down for a loss. It's number 45 for the Bulldogs, Brandon Mangum, the running back.
And North Pike showed a lot of effort there on that stop. I mean, looked like they got some fight left in that defense. They're out there giving everything they got. But I think a big factor in North Pike not really succeeding on offense is the size difference, like you talked about earlier in the game.
3rd and 7.
North Pike with a small offensive line, and then Terry with that big defensive line.
Osborne on the handoff to Mangum again as he'll dive down to what appears to be the 43.
Mosley once again
a gain of 3 to bring up a 4th down and 4. Under 4.5 minutes to play in the ball game. 35-6. And the Bulldogs are going to punt with Jaden Killingsworth. Snapback is good, but they're going to whistle it they're going to put yellow out on the field. They say it's delay a game. A delay a game against the Bulldogs, going to make it 4th and 9. Going to move this punt back just a little bit. And these North Pike students and the band trying to enjoy the evening, even though their Jaguars have struggled all night. However, the second half has been better for the Jaguars than the first was. They got a touchdown, and actually Terry has not scored at all in the second half.
And you know, like you talked about, there's a lot of spirit in these students and everything. Even when they're not winning, they still are going to dance and they're still going to play like they're winning, because that's just the mentality that they have. And I think you can definitely see the joy on their faces
Beverly, your punter in to
here tonight.
Bulldogs. Bond's back deep.
Killingsworth will punt this football away, and that's a great punt, and it will be fielded at the 16.
16-yard line. That's where North Pike will play 1st and 10.
The Jaguars will start their possession. Probably the last possession of the ball game, so we still have a running clock with 2:40 remaining. 35-6 Bulldogs. They're going to move to 3-0 after a dominating performance here over North Pike. And they've been able to win all 3 of their first games by at least 20 points. And so they're going to be heading into Callaway with a nice, dominant 3-0 record. And the big question for the Bulldogs is going to be whether Rondé Baker will be available for that 4th game, because once the opponents get tougher, the more you want him out on that field.
And I think the same goes for North Pike. You look at their schedule and you look at the tough games that they have to play. Can North Pike bounce back from this 0-3 start? And can Terry benefit off this 3-0 start?
You'll see yellow on the field again, and we're going to see the delay a game against the Jaguars. That'll move them back 5 yards, 1st and 15. Going to be a timeout called by the Jags with Coach Anderson. Minute 44 to go in the ball game, 35-6 Terry. Saw an update just a second ago from Brandon as it's Clinton and Brandon. Brandon leads 14-6 in the 4th quarter. Madison Central Brookhaven apparently still tied at 0 last time I checked. No, it says 7-7 now. 7-7 from Brookhaven. Tied up with Madison Central there in the 3rd quarter, so the Panthers showing some strength there. North Pike with the football, 1st down and 15. Minute 35 to go in the ball game. There's the handoff, quick handoff, can be wrapped up. We got past the 15, or he's at the 15. Be a gain of 2, 2nd and 13. In a little bit, right as the game concludes, we will present the player of the game, brought to you by the South Point Center. And we will reveal that to you as the ball game concludes. Washington in the under center on the handoff and trying to move the ball a little bit, and it really doesn't move much there. 3rd and 13. Now we're down to 45 seconds remaining in the ball game. See some more substitutions. Bulldogs able to get a lot of guys some experience here tonight. It's good to see. While you also were able to get out of here without any major injuries. I mean, we're going to have to check with Coach Thigpen post-game. Hope we're able to speak with him here tonight. We weren't able to last week. Now spinning off the run, getting down to the 20. Nice run there from D. Smith of North Pike, able to get across the 20 down to the 21, which will make it a 4th and 10.
And going back to the injuries, it's a great thing to see as both teams when you have a game with minimal injuries and everything, and most guys stay healthy. So,
That's your ball game.
You know,
the final score tonight, Terry wins it by a score of 35.
And so that'll wrap up the ball game. The Terry Bulldogs win once again. They moved to 3-0 on the season, as they will shake hands at center field with North Pike, led by Coach Chris Thigpen. 3-0 they will go. North Pike will fall to 0-3. We appreciate you all joining us. I'm Trellis Williams, right here with me, John Eric Moat, and we will have the player of the game brought to you by the South Point Center. The player of the game is Brandon Duplessis, running back for the Terry Bulldogs. He will capture the player of the game honors, brought to you by the South Point Center. Folks, we appreciate you joining us. It is 35-6 is the final score here from Summit, as the Terry Bulldogs defeat the North Pike Jaguars. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Trellis Williams.
I'm John Aaron Moe.
That's right. And we will be bringing you the Magnolia Shine podcast on the Magnolia Shine podcast YouTube channel. That's myself as well as the one and only Blake Levine, bringing it to you twice a week, discussing high school sports in the state of Mississippi. Be sure to check that out. We appreciate King Williams on the camera, as well as Nettie Williams on production.